Andrew says I should make a video about what it's like first time pregnant, and I have like so much to say. So today I'm 6 weeks and 6 days pregnant. So basically tomorrow there'll be 7 weeks pregnant. I have so much to talk about, but I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm having this cardamom chai thing. So I came back from breakfast. It was breakfast with Andrew, and then I hung out with my friend. We had a talk. And then Andrew, and while I was talking with my friend, she came to the same place for breakfast, for just to like have a coffee with me. And while we did that, Andrew went to a meeting down in Seminyak, which is in the south of Bali. And I came home, and immediately I just came inside this room because it's air conditioned and it's so nice. I know it's not nice for making videos, but I'm just so hot and tired all the time. So I wanted to tell you guys about what it's like being 7 weeks pregnant. 6 days and 6 weeks and 6 days. So basically 7 weeks pregnant. For the first time ever. I don't really have a lot of morning sickness. I talked to my sister. She said she had morning sickness at like 9 to 10 weeks. So we'll see in 2 weeks. We'll see what happens. But I get nauseous. Getting nauseous is very sporadic, and it's very like on and off, like very spontaneous, and it goes away right away if I do certain things. Like if I'm nauseous, if I get up and go for a walk, it helps right away. The catch is that if I'm nauseous, I don't feel like getting up and going for a walk. But intellectually, I know that if I get up and go for a walk, it will disappear right away. So certain things like that. Sleeping helps with nausea. Eating helps with nausea. That's the catch. If you're nauseous, you don't feel like eating. You don't feel like doing anything because you're nauseous. But, so you don't do it. But that's the catch. It goes away. For me, it goes away if I sleep. Like, I feel like nausea, it's like a baby crying. It's just telling you that your body needs something. So either it needs to be physically active, it needs to get out there, do something, like any kind of physical exercise usually makes it go away. Or it might be just saying that my body is nutrient deficient and it wants certain nutrients. It wants me to eat. So that's what I've experienced so far is on and off nausea, but it's very sporadic. It's very like random, and it really, I think, takes me just getting to know my body and like listening to the little signals in order for the nausea to basically just not show up. It feels very controllable, which is surprising because I always saw morning sickness as something that you can't control. But for me, I feel like I can control it. So what else? I'm always tired. Like, always snoozy and sleepy. Like, even the fact that I'm in bed, it's noon on a Wednesday. And I just had my chill time with Andrew and my friend. We just sat and chatted and had chill time. And then I walked outside on the way home. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so hot. Even though it's not really hot. Like, Bali weather is actually really nice compared to most places. Most like hot, warm places. But being pregnant, I think, is making me sweat more. So I get hotter faster. And I get tired faster. So I just, like, we've been belly dancing every day. I get tired so quickly when we belly dance. So I'm more relaxed, that's for sure. And I think being more relaxed is partially because I'm more tired, because my brain doesn't have the energy to think certain things through. So, when you're like really, really alert and you had coffee and you're really focused and you're like, I'm thinking about this thing, I'm thinking about this problem, and you're like thinking through it and you want to get to the bottom of it, and you just have every part of you just wants to put energy towards like fixing a problem. But I don't feel like I have that right now. In fact, my brain is just like, we don't care. We don't care about anything. I just feel highly apathetic toward most problems that are not just me and my body. Like, most problems that are not like, I'm tired, I'm hungry. And I think actually I really like that. I really like that because I feel like it's funny because I've been trying to do that. Part of like healing, somatic healing and all that is like learning how to like listen to your body, prioritize your body, put your body first, and like listen to the cues of your body, you know? But it's really hard to do that when you're an overthinker, when your mind is always wanting to solve all the problems first. And it's really hard to be attuned to your body and listening to your body's needs when you're just so hyper aware of your environment and all the things that are in it. So I've been trying to do this even before getting pregnant. You guys saw in my videos, like I've been trying really hard to get to know myself and like get to know all the pains and aches in my body. Now I feel like I don't even have to do any work to do that. My body is just doing that for me. My body is healing for me, which is really cool. And so being pregnant for the first time ever, that is something I've noticed, is my body is prioritizing my body for me. I don't feel pressure to think through problems, mostly because I don't have the energy to think through problems. Even if the problem is like as serious and right now as, oh my gosh, we ran out of something in the fridge. Normally, if we ran out of something in the fridge, my mind would immediately be conjuring a plan to try to like refill that thing in the fridge. Let's refill it with like stuff. Let's like plan a time to go to the grocery store. And it adds weight to your brain because you're like thinking about it like it's just in the back of your mind until you go to the grocery store. And so you're just, it's on the back of your mind. You're just constantly thinking and thinking and thinking, even when you're doing other things, about when can we find an opportune time to go to the grocery store to find that thing that we can use to refill the fridge. Right now, being pregnant, I don't know what it is. I know what it is. It's like my brain, energy-wise, doesn't care. Like, it doesn't have the energy to think about the fact that we ran out of things in the fridge. It just doesn't care. It's just like, oh, we ran out of things in the fridge. Okay, whatever. And so it only cares about immediate problems like, I'm hungry. I am nauseous. I want to go on a walk. It's a real thing. I know that it looks kind of silly from the outside. Like, I think people, when I was younger, I looked at like pregnant people and I was just like, oh my gosh, like this looks like an excuse to do everything you want for your body, to just be as bodily selfish as possible. And I think it is, but I think it's a natural thing. Like, I think it is actually happening for real. Like, your body just doesn't care about anything. It's just like, when you're hungry, you're just more hungry. When you're tired, a train hitting your house cannot stop you from falling asleep. When you are restless, you are restless. Like, that's how I feel. And this is 7 weeks, 6 days, 6 weeks, 6 days. This is how my first pregnancy ever feels. I feel very, very normal otherwise, by the way. Like, I'm still doing all my exercises. I'm still getting a massage twice a week. The massage people, now that they know that I'm pregnant, they refuse to massage me while I'm lying on my front. Even though I told them, like, I don't feel like look at me, I'm the same composition-wise. Like, I don't have, this is such a funny angle. But I don't look pregnant yet. But they don't want to put me on my belly. So they're only massaging me either on my side, on my back, or sitting up. So that's just the only thing with the massage that's different. Sorry. Also, they don't massage me as deeply and harder, which is actually fine. I'm actually happy that they don't, because I'm just more sensitive. So I don't need them to do it as deep tissue massage as they used to. So that's another thing that I notice is like, I don't need, when your body, when it's like when on your period, it's like this too, like you just, your muscles and ligaments and stuff is just more sensitive. So you just, yeah, anyways. So I'm still doing all the physical activities and exercises that I normally do. Belly dancing every day. Yoga almost every day in the mornings with Andrew. We do like 10-15 minutes usually. It's quick yoga. Core abs workout every Monday, like intense core workout, but my instructor modifies some of it for me because she knows that I'm pregnant. It's like, I'm just very open with everybody about being pregnant, and they are very nice and accommodating. They're just like, yeah, don't do this. Like, so, but I actually feel really good when I exercise. I go swimming, sauna, like, I just don't spend too long in the sauna or steam room. And the sauna and steam room at our club is not really that hot. So I don't feel afraid that, like, I or the baby will have, like, hyperthermia. But I do get hotter faster. Like, so I feel like a lot of the things that you're not supposed to do when you're pregnant, my body is naturally telling me it doesn't want to do those things. Like, it naturally gets hotter faster, naturally gets colder faster. Like, I'm just more sensitive naturally. So I naturally feel inclined to not want to do certain things or do certain things. If something is sour, it's too sour. If something is sweet, it's too sweet. Like, everything is just more. If something is nice, it's very nice. Like, I'm also very horny. So I'm sorry for saying that, but that's something you should know. If you're like, what the first time being pregnant like, it's just very, very, that's what it is. It's very, very. And I actually think I think that being pregnant is going to be really good for my body long term, because of it kind of makes you really attuned to every single sensation and need that's in your body. Every tiny little ache and feeling and want, you become attuned to it. And I think, that's what I've been learning with somatic healing. That's what it is. That's what it is from A to Z. It's like it's healing, no matter if you're a man, woman. Like, it's all about becoming attuned with your body's needs, and a lot of your body's needs are developed from your brain and your feelings. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm not even making sense. But so yeah, it's not the kind of sensitive that I feel is kind of unwelcome in my life. It's the kind of sensitive that I like having long term. And I feel like I sleep really well. I've been sleeping really nicely. I wasn't sleeping really nicely a couple nights ago. There was mosquitoes. I don't know where the mosquitoes came in from. I don't know if you could tell, but there was like that mark on the wall. That's my blood. It's a lot of blood. And these mosquitoes just kept biting me while I was sleeping. And I kept waking up, and I would hear the mosquitoes really loudly. I think I just hear, see, smell, feel everything so much more intensely. It's like I'm already a very sensitive person, but being pregnant has made me even more sensitive. So I just can't help but notice this mosquito. It's right there. I notice it, I see it, I hear it. And so me and Andrew are like a team where I hear the mosquito and I see where it is, but it's just moving really fast. And I'm like telling Andrew, it's there. And he's killing it. Why am I not killing it? I don't know why. Andrew's just really good at killing bugs. Or maybe I just lean on him for everything. So, but that's how it is. It was in the middle of the night. Andrew didn't get a lot of sleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep, but he didn't because of me. Because usually the mosquitoes don't care about him. They don't bite him, but they always bite me. And if you're if you're kind of like a warm-blooded person, which you're gonna be even more if you're pregnant, they just like you more. The mosquitoes just like you more. So yeah, that's my little ramble. I'm gonna go back to sleep, and I'm gonna try to get better footage. Like, I want to get better footage for this vlog so you guys don't only see like stupid, like this room. I feel like I just keep filming myself in this room because it's air conditioned, but it's not the prettiest place. Like, there's so many more beautiful places outdoors in Bali to film. It's just so hot. I don't feel like going outside in the beautiful trees and leaves. I just feel like staying in here, listening to music, and just like lying down like this. What's the purpose and meaning of life anyway? You're like, one thing that I actually was worried about before getting pregnant is like, I was worried about that I won't fulfill my life purpose because I'm pregnant, and like I'll be pregnant, I'll be too tired, I'll be too sick or whatever to like fulfill my life purpose and like to do things and get things done and be productive. And now that I am, and I was like, oh my God, like I just want to be, I am still pretty active as a pregnant person. Like, I think I'm even more active, but I actually don't care about fulfilling a life purpose now. Like, I actually don't give a shit. I feel like my body is just like, screw that, I don't care. I don't care about trying to be more productive. I don't care about trying to be successful. I feel like my vision as a pregnant person has become narrowed to I just care about right now, what I'm doing right now, and I don't care. And in a lot of ways it's liberating because it forces you to just, the way that you fulfill your life purpose and do what you need to do in life and what you want to do is focusing on right now. Where are you at right now? How you feel right now? Listen to your body right now. Okay, my arm is getting tired. Bye. All right, so I'm gonna go swimming now, and I just uploaded a few things on my computer. I rested in my bed, watched some stuff, uploaded my audiobook files on my computer because I'm recording an audiobook, and I go like once a week to record this book that I'm really excited about. It's my House Hackers Anonymous book, just the audiobook version. And Andrew's still in Seminyak. He's at his meeting, gathering. And I'm gonna go for a swim now. Hold on, it's so loud, 1 second. Every time I say I'm gonna go outside because it's just like a different scenery and environment than inside, I always regret it. I always want to come back inside because it's nice and air conditioned and it's not loud. And Ubud can be very loud, like anywhere. It doesn't matter in the countryside. It doesn't matter if you're in the countryside, it's just loud with barking dogs and roosters nonstop. And then if you're here in the city, there's like just tons of construction. So anywhere you cut it, just unless you have a insulated AC room, it's gonna be loud. But anyways, before I go swimming, I just wanted to talk really quickly about like, I just was going back and, watching some of the videos I had scheduled, because I have some videos scheduled. A lot of these videos aren't uploaded in order. And even if they are, they're not going to come out necessarily right near the time that it was recorded. So like I might have recorded something a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, and then you're just seeing it now. And I'm like, sometimes I really enjoy going back and watching my videos because it's very therapeutic. It's very cathartic. And I just I like going back and hearing my thoughts
And I realized that I was feeling kind of, and you could see I'm like lying on my belly. I could totally lie on my belly at 7 weeks, by the way. It's totally fine. But I was feeling really kind of bad for being so open about my personal life, my family. I'm so open about me and Andrew to the point where I really feel like I'm gonna embarrass him one of these days. Like, I just get so scared that, like, at some point someone is gonna see him and say, Andrew, I'm so sorry for you. Your girlfriend is shit. Like, that, like, really terrifies me, that, like, people, and in the States it was like this, like, I just feel like people just hate how open I am and how much I talk, and, like, you know what? Is it good or bad? There's really no one way. Like, for me, it's good because I get to share and vent all the time, but, like, for people that are so used to being private and secretive, it's really traumatic to have someone like me around. It can be really traumatic to people that, so it's traumatic and it can be humiliating. And, like, it really is not a cut one way. And so that's why it's really important for me to, like, if there is places and people that have a problem with, like, how open I am, it's really important for me to avoid it like the plague. Not just for me, because this is what I need, but for them, because I don't want to hurt people. Like, I'm not here to hurt people or humiliate people or embarrass people, So it's just been something that I'm, like, grappling with. I'm just thinking, and that's why it's so important for me to not be connected to anybody that is from Andrew's life before I met him, that knew Andrew before I met him, because they just come from such a different paradigm. And, and it's not just those people, it's, like, so many people that I was connected to before I avoid. So, I and it's not because they have a problem or I have a problem. Like, it's just that I really literally just can't exist in a world where anyone has a problem with this. Like, and I know, like, I'm in Bali, and I know people in Bali, actually probably more than anywhere else in the world, are going to be the most forgiving, because people here are very artsy and, like, they tend to be very free-spirited and open book, and they tend to be, a lot of them are making money through online, so they tend to be very, like, cool with being filmed or filming themselves or other people filming themselves. Like, it's not weird for people here. But at the same time, I really hope I don't run into people that have a problem with it, because I just, and if you do, like, if you're someone in Bali that lives in Bali and you see me, avoid me, please, because what I'm realizing more and more is I just really like this, and I just love being okay. And the times when I feel ashamed for this sort of, like, thing that I like is, like, being so public, and, like, the times when I feel ashamed about it is when I remember how much I don't want it, like, how much more I want to keep saying it and saying it and saying it until I'm directed to, like, the perfect crowd of people, the perfect, everybody has, you have the perfect crowd of people, and that is your community, that where you're going to raise your kids in, that where you're going to feel the most safe and comfortable, where you're going to kick the most ass in, and you're going to be the best version of yourself that reaches your fullest potential in that community. And there's so many different communities because there's so many different people, and there's so many different needs that we all have in order to do the thing that we need to do in this planet. So for me, like, being as public as possible and just saying it and saying it and saying it. If you have a problem with how much I share, or you think it's weird, like, it's probably not going to end up good for me or for you, for people, like, yeah. yeah, it's probably not good for either of us to like be super connected, because I think what I'm realizing is like I really, and I don't actually meet a lot of people that are very public. I meet people that are like okay with my channel, but like if I didn't have a channel and I went up to them and I was like, hey, I want to like do this thing, and I want to like I want to become, you know, if I went up to them at the beginning of my journey and I said, hey, I want to like create a YouTube channel where I just spill all my secrets and I am just like truly myself, and I want to through my channel like learn how to be the most confident and self-accepting version of myself. Would they be supportive or encouraging of it? Probably not. It's like a lot of people are like okay with it after the fact, because they see that you're already doing it, and they can like see the result, you know. But I just want to find those people in the world that are doing it. Like where can I find people that are like so proud, you know? Bali. I think I'm meeting these people, but it's like I don't know yet. I'm still like learning if I should feel safe. I think I'm still learning if I should feel safe that like this is the place where because there's like so many expats, there's so many influencers. Okay, I'm stalling. I'm gonna go swimming now. Okay, bye guys. I just sneezed really hard and it like hurt my abdomen, like my lower, like gave me a little cramp to sneeze too hard. So Andrew got us a gift and I'm really excited to show it to you guys. Settlers of Catan! And if you're watching and you're part of our San Cristobal crew, from Chiapas, we used to play Settlers of Catan, and it was really enjoyable. I mean, how often did we do that, baby?
Just a few times.
Yeah, just a few times, but it was just really fun, and we were, you know, we've been talking about getting one of these games ourselves and playing it while we're here, and I'm really excited. It's just playing board games. Me and Andrew, we played board games back in Dallas. We played Wingspan. And they had Wingspan? Whoa, that's crazy. They had Wingspan. Andrew got this at a place in Seminyak that he was at. Wow, so it's really good to know.
Yeah, they have like a room upstairs. You can go up there and just play any board game that they have.
Yeah.
It's like we charge like a very small amount, but it's a coffee shop, and then you just play board games and hang out.
I love that.
So if you ever want to go.
Yeah, I would love that, especially if we're in Seminyak.
So you're saying it's a date?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I like that. I'm so excited. I like playing board games. It's a very, I don't like this lighting on me, but it's very therapeutic. Like, I don't know how to say what the word is. Therapeutic or like fun. Like, it's fun to play board games. We played Dominion in Dallas with our friend, and it's like exercising your brain. So she just asked if I have a baby, and I was like, oh my god, how does she know? She knows. And she also said a few other things that I was like, whoa, she like legit knows things because I haven't told anybody.